Hello and welcome to today's question of the day from the actual IPMAT Indore 2024 paper QA MCQ section. Today's question is based on progressions and was a slightly tricky question because when you read it, for a moment, it looks like there's some mistake in the question or it does not make sense. Okay, but on a careful observation, you realize that it is a very beautiful question. However, it will take a little time to solve. So, as we go ahead, when we look at the amount of time and the effort required, we'll identify a rating for it, whether it should have been done in the first go or it should have been done in the second go. Okay. So, let's see what is given to us. The sum of a given infinite geometric progression is 80. Alright. I know that the sum of infinite terms of a GP is given by a upon 1 minus r, and that is equal to 80. Okay, and the sum of the first two terms is 35. So sum of the first two terms means a plus ar is 35. All right, then the value of n for which the sum of first n terms is closest to 100 is. Alright. So, when I calculate sum of infinite terms and a upon 1 minus r, I realize a is equal to 80 into 1 minus r. Okay. And here what I get is, from here what I get is, if I take the a common, a into 1 plus r is equal to 35. Now, if I have to solve these two together, I realize if I put a equal to 80 into 1 minus r, I'll get the value of, I'll get the LHS completely in terms of r, and 1 minus r, 1 plus r would make it 1 minus r square, which I believe would be an easier equation to solve. So, I'll put a equal to 80 into 1 minus r over here. So, that gives me 80 into 1 minus r, 1 plus r, 1 plus r equals 35. Basically 1 minus r square, 80 goes on the other side in the denominator, so that becomes 35 upon 80. Therefore 1 minus r square is equal to 7 by 16. Therefore r square comes out to be 9 upon 16, and therefore r would be equal to 3 by 4 or minus 3 by 4. Now, generally in geometric progression, in most cases we'll find common ratio to be positive only. But here, there's something for us to ponder. Okay, what is it to ponder? Whether r would be 3 by 4 or minus 3 by 4, or do we have to consider both cases? So, we need to understand one thing, that when the r is positive, the sum can never be more than the sum of infinite terms. Sum of some limited terms can never be more than the sum of infinite terms. However, here we are given infinite terms add up to 80, whereas the sum of n terms is close to 100. It means that as we are going ahead, some terms are becoming negative, positive, and therefore the total of infinite terms is going lesser than 100, that is 80. Right? Hence, I deduce that r has to be minus 3 by 4. If it were plus 3 by 4, in that case, it will never go, the sum of infinite terms would never be less than sum of some finite terms. So, therefore, r is definitely equal to minus 3 by 4. I substitute r over here, minus 3 by 4 over here. Okay, r is minus 3 by 4. So, 1 minus of minus 3 by 4, that will make it 1 plus 3 by 4. So, from here, if I just try to get the value of a, that will be 80 into 7. 1 plus 3 by 4 would be 7 by 4, and cancel it out. 20 into 7, it comes out to be 140. So, we get that a is equal to 140. Alright. Now, even after doing this much, we had to find out the sum of the value of n for which the sum of n terms is closest to 100. Now this question was a little manual calculation based question. After getting the value of a and r, you actually had to calculate the values of the first 4 terms, 5 terms, 6 terms, 7 terms and check which one would be closest to 100. Okay, so here a little manual work would be involved, but yeah, we'll try to be a little quick about it. So the first number would be 140. The second number would be 3/4 of it with a minus sign. So that comes out to be minus 105. The third number would be, now what will be the, what is the total of the first? See, I'm just looking at it. Okay, the sum of the first two numbers is, 35, right? So the sum of the next two numbers, a plus and a minus. See, when you look at the pair of positive and negative, the positive number is greater than the negative number. So their total is always positive. Similarly, this total would always be positive. The third and the fourth would also add up to give you a positive number, and that total would be 3/4 of this number only. Okay, so sorry, not 3/4. It will be 9 by 16 of this only. So if you don't want to get into that complication, you can actually keep on calculating approximate values. Okay, so the third number would be what? 3/4 of this. 104 is a multiple of 4. 3/4 of it is 26. 26 into 3, that is 78. So that will be 78.75, the third number. Fourth number would be what? So closest to this 76 is 19. I'll take it as 19.5 roughly, because it's between 76 and 80. So 19.5 and into 3. So roughly around 58.5, but with a minus sign, right? So these would be the first 4 numbers. The sum of first 4 numbers, 78 minus 58, this is around coming out to be around 20. 35 plus 20, the total is coming out to be around 55. But we wanted the total to be around 100. Okay, so let us look at the fifth term also. So what will be the T5? T5 would be 3/4 of this. This is again between 56 and 60. So I'll take it to be, I'll take this number to be around 58. 1/4 of it is 14.5. So therefore 3/4 of it approximately, would be 14.5 into 3, which would be around 43.5 something. So 43.5. And the sixth term would be again 3/4 of this. This is around 44. So let's take it as 44. 1/4 would be 11. So 3/4 would be around 33, but with a minus sign. Okay. So the total till 4 terms was around 55. If I add a 43 to it, it comes to a 98.5, which is very close to 100. So 5 could be an answer. If I go to the sixth term, the total further reduces and it becomes close to 65. Now if I calculate the seventh term would be further 3/4 of it. Okay, if I consider the seventh term, the 3/4 of it would be, this is around 8. So 3/4 of it would be around 24. So the total till T5 was 98 something. Total till T6 is 98 minus 33. The total at this point, I'll just write a line. The total till this point was 98. The total till this point was 98 minus 33, that is around 65. If you add a 24 to it, you only reach around a 90 approx values, okay? Because close to 100, they did not ask you exactly equal to 100. And these were the only options. N could be till 4th term, till 5th term, till 6th term, till 7th term. So I see that it is closest to 100 at n equal to 5 till the total being taken till T5. Therefore, the answer to this question is option C. Now, if you ask me genuinely whether this question should have been attempted in the first go or not, in my opinion, it should not have been attempted in the first go, because it first involved calculation of R, which could be positive or negative. So you had to ascertain that it is negative. Further, you had to take a lot of values manually. It would easily take 3-4 minutes, and it would not give you that confidence while you are in the paper that whether you've done the right thing or not. Because to be able to do this exactly the way we've done it and taking the approximations and all could be a little challenging in that time crunch situation, right? So therefore, such questions, when you look at it, you should realize, okay, it'll be a little challenging, and I should take it up once I'm done with the easier questions in the paper. And I should take it up, maybe after I've done all the, after I've looked through all the questions and I'm left with, let's say, 5 or 10 minutes, and I don't have any other question left to be done. Okay, so could be done within 3-4 minutes, but yeah, should not be taken up in the first round. It is a type B question. So I hope this video has helped. All the best in your IPMAT preparation, and stay tuned to our channel for more such questions of the day from the actual papers. Thank you.